The second last participant, third last one participant didn't give his expectations. Maybe he didn't have expectation or maybe the list was too long. The second last is Muhammad Imran Fazil. The longer it is, that it came down lower in the list. Number one, inshallah, I would want to learn how to dissolve the fundamentals of other religions without hurting anyone's sentiments about it in a very respectful and meaningful way. I'm sorry. You will not be doing this here. Why? I'll tell you. Your expectation. Inshallah, I would want to learn how to dissolve the fundamentals of other religions without hurting anyone's sentiments about it in a very respectful and meaningful way. Why will he not learn this year? Can anyone give the reply? I repeat it twice. Why will he not be able to learn here how to dissolve the fundamentals of other religions? Yes, brother. Can you pass on the microphone? What you mean, I know. What your intentions, I know. But the words are.
Yes, Alhamdulillah, what I've learned, the fundamentals of different religions is Tawheed, what I've learned from your lectures.
So if you dissolve Tawheed, how can you be a Dai? You should tell, I will learn here how to convince them that the fundamentals are Tawheed. You understand? I know what your intention is. You wanted to tell that I want to dissolve the wrong thinking, but the words say, dissolve the fundamentals of other religions without hurting them. With hurting them also you should not. Correct? I know your intention. I want to correct it. Because the fundamental of every religion is Tawheed. To remind them of the fundamentals of other religions, which is Tawheed. Correct? Yes, Brother Imran. Are you convinced? We'll deal with that, inshallah. We'll be dealing with the fundamentals of other religions. And you'll come to know, I will teach you how to convince them to go back to the fundamentals rather than dissolve it. Inshallah. Point number 2, looking for opportunities to practice our learnings through internal and periodic debates, exposure to public speech in front of crowd. Inshallah. Once, I remember that last training program I conducted more than 16 years back in 1999. Amongst one of the participants was a Malaysian, also a Christian revert, like how some are here. Brother Muhammad Ayub, do you know him? He was a Christian missionary and he had the title IFS, International Forgiver of Sins. In Christianity, you have authority, you can forgive sins in this locality, you can forgive sin in this city, you can forgive sin in this country. He was International Forgiver of Sin. International means he was based in Germany, he was a Malaysian, he was a Christian, he had the post of International Forgiver of Sin. And these people are trained. They are trained thoroughly in how to speak. But when he came and spoke on the stage of IRF, that time the stage was small. Very small stage. The size of the auditorium was 350 square feet, 35 square meter. This is 10,000 square feet, 1,000 square meter. You multiply, 30 times bigger. The whole of this auditorium we had was small part of the stage. The stage is covering actually more than half of the floor. On that small stage of IRF, he was shivering. And he was saying, all my training went to the dogs. All his training went to the dogs. He said, I've addressed large audiences, but here speaking on the stage, But alhamdulillah, it was dip and then went up again. Then he realized the effectiveness that was there, because that training is not based on haq, this training is based on haq. The difference. So inshallah, may Allah give you the opportunity to be able to speak effectively. Effectively is the most important word, inshallah. Expectation number 3, I would like one of the 2 weekly offs to be on Friday if possible, and also would like to be able to do 5 times salah per day on time. Hence, I expect the schedule of a program to support that. I would like one of the 2 weekly offs to be on Friday if possible, and also would like to be able to do 5 times salah per day on time. Yes, weekly off is Friday. I didn't expect. Even if it's not a Friday, you have to pray 5 times. So how does this? Or there are 2 different expectations. Means this training program, you like that 1 weekly off should be Friday. It is, mashallah.
The emphasis on the schedule
That you wanted the schedule to be in such a way.
In a way that it is facilitating all these week off.
And if it is not?
Well, I was just expecting that from the training program. If not, I would have requested anyway.
I'm asking you a question. That if your expectation is not met, if the Dawah training program doesn't give time for Salah, the training program is not worth attending. It is like you telling me, okay, I will come to have lunch with you as long as you don't serve pork. If you tell that to a practicing Muslim, he'll feel offended. What do you mean? I'm going to serve alcohol and pork? You understand, no? So when you're going to a Dawah training, that means you have not done your homework. That means you have not done your homework on Dr. Zakir Naik, and neither have you done your homework on IRF. And without doing homework, you are going to give 50 days, 45 days. It's not advisable.
Actually, sir, there was one other line I had in that email that I haven't attended any Dawah programs and I really do not know what to expect. And hence, these were some of the things that came to my mind.
If the Dawah training program does not give you time to offer Salah on time, it's not worth attending. It may be the best program in the world. That means it's an un-Islamic training program. It can't be an Islamic Dawah training program. Salah is the most important. It's the most important. If you join IRF, it's compulsory that every person, they have to offer Salah on time, in Jamaat, in the mosque. On time, in Jamaat, in the mosque. The sawab that you get in the mosque is multiple times more. In IRF, it is compulsory, unless if you go on outdoor assignment. Compulsory. One of the requirements to join IRF is to keep a beard. Compulsory. Preferably one fist. Minimum we say 1 centimeter so it can be seen. But preferably one fist. Wearing the cap. Wearing a cap is not fard in Islam, but it's a sunnah. Wearing trousers above the ankle, it's a fard. So when in an organization where wearing the trousers above the ankle is a fard, I don't know of any Islamic organization in the world. They may be, Allahu Alam. I have traveled to different parts of the world. I don't know a single Dawah organization in the world which makes it compulsory for its employees to keep a beard and wear trousers above the ankle. I don't know of any. Not even in Saudi Arabia. Even in our school, we have, mashallah, more than 450 employees in Bombay alone. It is, alhamdulillah, one of the largest Islamic Dawah organizations in the world, alhamdulillah, in terms of number of people working. So you cannot expect, you have to inquire. Before submitting your application, if you doubt, it can't come in expectation, it can come into your inquiry list. Is it clear? So in future, if you're going for a training program, it shouldn't be expectation. If you say, I would expect to become a 5-time namazi, that's a different thing. I would want to become regular in prayer, that's different. But you can't expect that you will have a Friday off. And Friday off is preferable, not compulsory. Here we have a Friday off, alhamdulillah. Praying Jummah Salah is a must, alhamdulillah. So that expectation is not by doing the course. If they allow you to pray, they are doing a favor, it's a requirement. So this will not come in expectation, it should come in your inquiry list. Point number 4, inshallah, good halal food, safe and clean place to stay. Inshallah, halal food is there, good food is subjective. I was telling yesterday to the foreigners, what's good for me may not be good for you. To the foreign participants, and 10 of them are from the Oriental line. 6 are from Malaysia, 2 from Singapore, 1 from Indonesia, 1 from Japan. So 10 people of the participants are from Oriental. So I asked Asif Naik, who's my nephew, that try and get some Oriental food. He said, taste it. I said, what will I do tasting it? Most probably I won't like it. You're asking the wrong person. You can ask Oriental person, ask a Malaysian or Indonesian to taste it. Even if I say, yes, it has no value, even if I say, no, it's no value, most probably I'll say no. So he said that, will I send a sample to your home? I said, what is the use? Correct? Because I'm not expert in that field. And personally, I don't like, I've had Oriental food. So good is subjective. Halal, yes, it has to be. Again, you inquiring whether you'll get halal food is an inquiry. It cannot be an expectation. If you come to know that there is a course where halal food is not served, you have to make arrangement for your own halal food. But Islamic organization giving haram food, that means you haven't done your inquiry on that organization. Safe and clean place to stay. This is a question which I have to, though I didn't want to tell in detail. Point number 4, good halal food, safe and clean place to stay. Good food is subjective, halal inshallah is there. Good, safe and clean, safe place. Some people don't like staying in buildings. It's very safe.
We're talking about Mumbai, right?
What is Mumbai?
I've heard a lot of things about Mumbai that it's not really safe.
You know, Mumbai, in the cities of India, it doesn't come as, Delhi if you say yes. In the most dangerous cities, Bombay is considered one of the safest cities. And there was a survey done in Bombay, which is the safest locality. It is Dongri, where organization IRF is. For the women, there is a survey, which is the safest locality for women, because we are in the hub of the Muslims in Bombay. So safe, good halal food, clean place to stay. I didn't want to comment on this question, but I'm commenting because it's an expectation. So it's very important that if you want to do something for Islam, and if you can check, as I told you something in interview, sometimes you don't. And it was told very clearly that there were certain criteria we had kept for selection of the participants. And based on that criteria, when Brother Kaleem took the interview, fortunately or unfortunately, amongst the pure Indian means Indian resident, none was selected. There are two types of Indians, Indian resident and non-resident Indian, means Indian staying abroad. So amongst the Indian non-residents, only 2 qualified. One was my son. He stays in Saudi Arabia, so he's an NRI. And one more person who was from Holland. He's not here. I'll tell you later on. Then I told, okay, when we are having the course, why not we have a parallel room? So while this training is going on, there are other Indians sitting in a parallel room, which many of you may be aware. Now these people, by default, did not qualify in the normal criteria for being selected as a participant for the IDTP. As a general policy, we asked to all the people who applied, you want to be a full-time Dai? And almost all said yes. Then we also asked the question that would you like to work in IRF as a full-time employee? And alhamdulillah, more than 80% of the foreigners and more than 80% of the Indians said yes. Not that we wanted to employ them. But as a question, why? If you want to be a full-time Dai, are you willing to work in the organization?
La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadun Rasulullah, Muhammadun Rasulullah. أرجو رضاك يا الله أنت الرحيم يا الله هبني عطاك يا الله أنت الكريم منك العطاء يا الله أنت العظيم يا الله فيك الرجاء يا الله أنت الحليم الرحمن الستار ملك الملك الغفار الوهاب المنان المتعال الرحمن الستار ملك الملك الغفار الوهاب المنان المتعال الرحمن الستار ملك الملك الغفار الوهاب المنان